Yeah. Whoop, 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 whoop. Laura Shepherd Show number 52. Here we go. Something's gonna happen and it could be good. Something's gonna happen and it could be good. Something's gonna happen and it could be good. Something's gonna happen like we knew it would. Whoa, things will change and leaves will fall and it will rain. Transformed before your eye with no time for chasing. Why are there so many mosquitoes? Oh, you never know just how life is gonna go. You jump in your boat and row, row, row. Jump in your boat and row, row, row. Something's gonna happen and it could be good. Something's gonna happen and it could be good. Something's gonna happen and it could be good. Something's gonna happen like we knew it would. Ooh-wee, 4th of July, hotter than the 4th of July. Oh, you gotta aim high and go for your pie in the sky. Go ahead and trust yourself. Everything will right itself. Oh, life's a stream, so go ahead now, follow your dream. Jump in your boat and row, row, row. Jump in your boat and row, row, row. Here we go, all together. Oh, I like the hand motions out there. You guys are doing great. Something's gonna happen and it could be good. Something's gonna happen and it could be good. Something's gonna happen and it could be good. Something's gonna happen like we knew it would. All right, row us home, everybody. Something's gonna happen and it could be good. Something's gonna happen and it could be good. Something's gonna happen and it could be good. Something's gonna happen, Lord, we knew it would. Well, we didn't know for sure what was going to happen today. We could have been in the middle of a hurricane, but it doesn't seem like it. Of course, this might be the quiet before the storm. Now, we can hardly talk about the weather anymore. It used to be you weren't allowed to talk about religion, but now you can't talk about the weather because it could be global warming and some people don't believe it exists. And oh my gosh, it's a controversial subject. Let's get off of that subject. Sunya, would you like to join me on this stage? And come on up, so that we can talk about something more, socially acceptable than the weather. Where shall I pin this for you? Right about here? Will that work for us?
Thank you very much.
Hopefully we can hear the mosquitoes. Whoa, I just hit your thing. The mosquitoes are brutal, you all. It's all good and fun.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so Sunya, do you go by anything other than Sunya? Sunya first name? Or?
Well, Sunya is kind of like my artistic name that I gave to myself.
Oh.
Yeah, I did. Actually, I got married to myself. I did a little marriage ceremony.
Oh, you did you? Well,
yes.
Explain this.
Yeah.
Oh, how shocking. She married herself.
Yeah, I wrote myself a wedding vow.
Oh.
And went down by the water. It was a very lovely ceremony.
And were you by yourself?
Yes.
You didn't have an officiant?
I felt like it was between me and my lover.
Oh, okay. And and do you think that changed your life in any way?
Oh yeah, it totally shifted it. Yeah, because I believe our relationship with ourselves is reflected in our relationships with other people and how we treat people. And I realized that I spend a lot of time in my life catering to others' needs, and it wasn't helping me or them. And
yeah, the or them part is the interesting part. Yeah.
Yeah. Ironically, you'd think it's like the logical mind, but anyway, yeah. And so I felt I was in a transitional point in my life, and I just felt really called to claim myself as my greatest piece of art. Because I love to make art and music, and I do a lot of fun, creative things. And sometimes it's hard because I'm like what should I focus on? Who am I? Some people know me as a painter. Some people know me as a musician. Some people know me as a henna artist.
Yeah, so this artist, this stuff you have on your hand, hold it up. But this isn't actually henna. This is
Jagua.
Jagua. See the bluish
temporary.
black.
Yeah, it lasts
color.
about a week or two. Yeah, it's just a little abstract design, just a little something. I drew it on myself, and then it stains for about a week and a half or so. Yeah, so I do that on the beach. So I do all these things, and I really like the idea of a ritual, just bringing the sacredness into each moment,
When you did your wedding, did you decorate your hands up like people do?
Yeah.
You did all that.
Know it. Yeah.
Wow. So what gave you the idea to do that in the first place?
Well, I had heard about other people doing it, and I also was a part of a woman's circle where we honored different goddesses every month. And so as I learned about like all these different goddesses, and one of my mentors, she did all kinds of different like rites and rituals for people, and I was starting to think like, okay, if I was going to facilitate a ritual or a rite, like what would I do? And I was like, yeah, I'd want to do one for myself, and to just honor that goddess within me. And so I have a special, goddess that I feel is a reflection of
like
my spirit.
a run-of-the-mill no, I don't mean run-of-the-mill god. I mean like a world-known goddess, or is this a separate god? Do you care to share which one?
Sure, yeah. So the goddess that I felt most inspired by, because I learned about all these different stories, and they're all archetypes. So a lot of, if you study just symbols and stories, you start to see patterns even in places around the world that have not connected. And so anyway, there's this story that stood out to me personally, and it's the story of a goddess named Uzume. She's a Japanese goddess. And there are many layers to the story, but ultimately I'll give you the short version. So Uzume, I believe it was her sister, she was the sun goddess, right? Mm-hmm. And she was being abused. And by her brother.
It happens to goddesses too.
It does, yeah.
But you got to walk away. Anyways, okay. What did this person do? What did this goddess do?
So she decided she was going to hide away. Welcome. She was going to hide away in a cave, and she wasn't going to come out. And the sun goddess, so it's the sun.
That's bad.
And she went in this cave, and she said, "I'm never coming out, ever. And there's no way you're going to get me out of here." And so all of these other, gods and deities are sitting around in a circle trying to conspire, thinking, how are we going to get her out? We should get a little hook and rip her out of the cave. What are we going to do? They couldn't figure it out, and everything is dying and darkness is falling upon the earth.
Oh, dear.
And so here comes Uzume, right? And she is a very playful energy, just a very creative.
Now this is the one stuck in the cave.
No, that's
her sister. So her sister, the sun is stuck in the cave.
Yes.
Her sister, but this goddess that you prefer.
Yeah. Which I love all the goddesses.
Right. But the one that you chose
I feel like I more embody more.
Okay. So anyways, yes, the playful artsy one.
Yeah.
Yes, because I didn't see you as the one in the cave. Okay, carry on.
No. Yeah. And so she comes out, and they're all trying to figure out, what's going on? What are we gonna do? Everything's going to die, and it's inevitable. And so what she does is she gets on a barrel, like a washing barrel. She just gets up on there, and she kind of loosens up her clothes, which is kind of not ordinary for that culture. It's very conservative. And she gets on this barrel, and she just starts dancing. She just starts dancing this weird dance, and her boobs are kind of coming out a little bit. She's just having a good time. And all of these gods and deities are looking at her, and they just start laughing. And they're just losing it. And they're like, what is this crazy lady doing? And she's just dancing and celebrating and being silly. And so the sun goddess, she's like, how are these people laughing right now? Like every
she can hear them.
yeah, and she's like
Oh.
and so she just peeks her head out just to see, oh, what's going on out there. And in that moment when she peeks her head out, they basically take a mirror to like shine on her, and it somehow causes her to come out, you know. And Uzume saves the day.
Yeah.
And so she's often depicted as like dancing and like laughter and joy.
Oh, wonderful.
And yeah, you know, very dressed very loosely, you know, which I like, you know, because I think the woman's body, it's always been like, oh, you know, don't breastfeed in public. It's very offensive, you know. But actually, our bodies are like really amazing, life-giving, you know, creations to be celebrated. So yeah. I totally embrace that, and so I really love the energy of that goddess. And there's more to it, of course, but that was kind of like the short story. And so I was like, yeah, so I'm just gonna find that energy within myself and devote my life to embodying that that playful energy. You know, it's like.
So are you polyamorous?
No.
Are there are no other gods, just the one?
No, just me. Yeah, no, it's funny though. I have made some exceptions, but yeah, I mean, got my girl here first, number one.
Okay.
Okay.
Take care of yourself. Now, while we've been talking, I've been watching this setup. Like lights are going left and right, left and right.
There's a lot of lights.
There's a lot of lights. So I'm going to let you just. Thank you for telling us that story. You know what? I admire the fact that you just sort of went off and did that by yourself.
Yeah.
Because I might have married myself, but I might have needed some help. You know. So I really admire that you did the thing. You researched yourself. You decorated yourself up. You went and had your little ceremony, and you say it changed, affects your life. Well,
Yeah,
congratulations.
and I still have the vow. Like, I just actually read it the other day.
Ah.
And I read it all the time. I'll sit down and I'll read this love letter to myself, and I'm like, wow. You know, it really sets the standard, you know?
Yes, absolutely. Okay, well, I want to hear some music. I'm going to clip this one on too. Why not?
Double
Okay,
it
carry
up.
on. Give us a little, give us a little 3 to 5 minute show here.
All right. Well, it's going to be a journey. I try to create an environment where it's less about being entertained and more about having an inward experience. So I hope you enjoy. Okay, let's see. I got my little shaker here.
Oh my goodness, the silence is deafening.
Actually, silence is a very sacred thing. Maybe afterwards.
Oh my goodness. It's interesting how you make all this. Ooh, oh, thank you. Gosh, you're good at this. It's interesting how you make all those loops, and it seems, sounds easy. It's like, oh, make a loop and then add something else and add something else, but I guess you have to have pretty good timing to do that.
I'm a drummer.
You're a drummer. Well, what I think I'm going to do is let you leave the stage for a minute. Will you come back?
Okay.
That was very interesting. And I think that we're going to try and do a little group thing a little later.
All right.
All right. Well,
Let's make it happen.
Sunya, you're very interesting, and that looked easy, but I don't think it is. And you kind of forget that all those noises you had created right here.
Yeah, that's right.
Yay! All right. Well, we're going to take. Wow! Yay! That was so exciting. We're going to take a little break from. Music to talk about abundance. I happen to just go around this morning and pick things that are edible out of my yard and the neighbor's yard. The simple ones, some little tomatoes, little cherry tomatoes. Everybody knows about them. Now, what I'm going to do is hand this to someone, and someone can hold it in front of the camera and then pass it around. So, cherry tomatoes, everybody's got those. Well, not everybody, but I do. Let's see. On my little plate of goodies, what do we have? Something more interesting than a tomato. This little teeny, look at these funny little berries. They come off this. Now this, we call it a strawberry tree, and the interesting thing is that thing blooms and fruits and flowers, fruits, has green fruit, red fruit, and flowers all at the same time. That tree's growing. And what?
Lucy.
And Lucy.
Lucy Flute.
Lucy Flute, we're going to have her in a bit. Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So these little things, I'm going to pass some around. You can eat some. Have one and pass some. There'll be some more on the plate. The other little wonderful thing that I had today at my house, some figs. Now these are golden figs. And you think of figs as turning brown, but these actually are ripe when they're kind of mottled like that. And they have this lovely, there you go. Show them and have a bite. Normal figs. Now this is an interesting thing. This is a shrubby, tree-y bush. It's pretty big. It grows out front. And it has these fruits on it this time of year, which are in fact edible. The blue part is the edible part, not the green part. I don't even know what it's called. And there you go. You take look, when people tell you to eat things, you just decide for yourself whether you're eating them or not. It does look like a juniper, but it is not a juniper. So if you dare, I don't even know the name, if you dare, try one of those little widgets. Also growing around here that we have a lot of is the wild passion flower, native passion flower that grows around here. Makes these funny little passion flower fruits, as you can see. And I will admit, it's not the most tasty passion fruit that I've ever eaten, but they sure are pretty good. This is what they look like before they're ripe. And then as they ripen, you can eat them. My goodness, I know, you wouldn't think. Like, I don't know how hungry you were this morning, but there's some breakfast. The other funny little thing I happen to have come across this morning is my neighbors have a great big cactus. And so these cactuses, this one I found, this particular little one was on the ground. The other one I had to pick off. This is like a prickly pear, but it's not. It's a taller one. There you go. Pass that around. Passing around fruit around the neighborhood. I have to try each one. Because this one's a little more sour. I would pass spoons, but I don't know, use your fingers, or we can, after the show, we can get some spoons if we need them. There we go. These are all things just growing right here in my neighborhood. Oh, but not to be outdone. These are little baby moringa trees. Now each of these, like here's one in a pot. Oh, let me tell you about this. I drink a lot of lattes. I make my own lattes, and I kept throwing away these boxes, and I realized when I was in New Zealand I had started using my milk jugs, which were plastic, to plant little native trees in. And I got tired of throwing these away, so I'm reusing half of it by planting. This is a little baby moringa tree in there. Yay. And that's a gift. I'm going to give that to you. Aww. Thank you for being on the show. That's for Sunya. But if you don't have room in your life for a whole moringa tree, and I have many seeds coming out across the edge here. And the thing about this is just a little baby tree. See its little root? It's a little baby tree, but guess what? You can eat it. So if you want to try that, those are kind of nutty. Ah, there we go. I know, isn't this like in a life of abundance? And now, ladies and gentlemen, the mangoes. Can you put that camera on all those mangoes? Can you just pick up pick up the whole business? There you go. We thank you to the camera person. Yay, Mary G's doing our camera. Okay, I took one little walk. Let's see, am I in the film if I come down here? Let's do this. Let's move to here. Okay, so in walking from my house to the blueberry patch, well, first of all, the first tree that I passed by was one that had these funny little mangoes on it. And these are, I don't know, it was a great big tree. And that mango is pretty ripe, and it is quite hairy in there. Well, it's not ripe enough, really. But see how hairy that is? We're going to pass these along, and we'll cut these up later. That's the first tree I passed. The second tree I passed was this cute little guy. Oh, this little guy, look at little baby mango. And they ripen small and big. They don't necessarily, like this one necessarily wouldn't have gotten any bigger. And this is a different kind of mango. We're going to cut these, and then we're going to pat. This one is also extremely hairy, but look how juicy that is. Oh my goodness, but see all those hairs? Quite tasty, but very hairy. The next tree you come upon on the way to the blueberry patch is this one, which is very similar to this one, but as you can see, they have this weird sort of shape, but they're not exactly the same. And let's find one of these that looks pretty ripe. Ooh, this one looks pretty ripe. Give that one a cut. And this one also is a hairy one. See the hairs in there? Delicious. I'll share some of these with the people in the audience later in a more neat way. Awesome. All right. Then when you actually get down to the blueberry patch, look at that. Great big fruit. Now, some of these aren't quite ripe, and I didn't pick them. They were blown off the tree. All of these were blown off the tree. I don't pick fruit off the trees. I just pick the fruit off the ground. So I'm not going to cut this one yet. But this one looks quite, it has some of the characteristics of this one with this funny little bump, and some of the characteristics of this one, but it's redder. Now, just next door, so there you go. You've gotten to the blueberry patch, you get the one. Just next door, we have this one. huge tree. And see how the colors, this one's quite ripe, and it has that funny little, it has a funny little weep, weep on it. There you go. And all of these are quite delicious. This one's like practically runny in there. Mmm, delicious. This one's from next door. Mmm. Mmm. But I do have to say this, ladies and gentlemen, right here. This is a mango from my tree. This is the best mango ever. And I've realized I've made a horrible mistake in that I've been eating hairy mangoes and I don't have any dental floss with me. But anyways, this is the way I would cut a mango to share with people. I'd cut it like that. Ooh, some sort of bug is in my way. It's been a very buggy morning. Look at that. Here, pass that back. Ask somebody back there if they want that. So this is the way I cut a mango when I'm, see, and then like I cut it like that, and there's a little bit of a brown spot, but I just ignore the brown spots. And that is how I serve them to my friends so they can eat them. Look at all this, ooh, look at all this messy mess, yummy juice everywhere. I do have some napkins. Mmm, mmm.
So good.
These are the very best. Anyways, I'm always eating things on this show. I don't know how they do it on those cooking shows. They must have, all right. Well, there you go. That's a little tour of my mango world. And as these ripen, I'll cut them up, put them in a blender, freeze them, all sorts of things. Well, there you go. The mango show is over. Now, let's get back to something else. Well, there'll be more mangoes and stuff for everyone later. Lucy, would you like to join me? You know what we don't have is a chair for Lucy.
I can sit here.
You can sit right here for a minute, but she's going to come back. But she's going to have to. Bring that other chair there, maybe. Yeah, let's bring that chair around this side. Thank you. So nice to have helpers. Now we have Lucy Fruit. I've invited Lucy to come because A, she likes to play, and B, she likes flutes, and she's interested. Grab that chair and bring it around. Can we bring it around this way? And we'll leave that chair for Sunya. Oh, isn't it exciting to see all the?
Oh yeah, I know. I couldn't wait to see all
come around. Come around on this side. I invited Lucy to come because I know she's super interested in looping. And is it rude to pick your teeth on TV?
Oh, we have a question.
Oh, what's the question?
Can you sprout the seeds?
Of which? The mangoes. Probably the mangoes. The mangoes will definitely sprout, yes. Yeah, and I'm not positive if they come true to seed, but I think they do. So if you were going to have a mango seed, you'd want one of mine. I mean, I hate to say it, but I have the best mangoes. Okay, so I invited you to come because I wanted you to play a little song with me, and then we're going to get Sunya back up here and do something all together.
Okay.
Okay, so what song would you like to play?
I'd like to do Hard Times.
I know, that's what I thought you said, yeah. Hard Times.
It sounds like, but from the title, it's a hard time, but it's really about good times.
Yeah.
Because
so
it's saying the hard times are finished and we're done with the hard times, which we are.
Wow, how tricky. Oh, you old tricky song. Hard times, they don't clickety-clack. Hard times, you know they roll right past. Hard times, the thing of the past with a clickety-clack of a railroad track. The hard times are fading into the past. Fading into the past. Roll on with your clickety-clack. Roll on around the bend. Roll on towards the sun with a clickety-clack of a railroad track. Rolling on with the wind at my back. Rolling on with the wind at my back. with your clickety-clack train stop. I wanna get on board, train stop. Gotta carry me for clickety-clack of a railroad track. The next stop is Easy Street. The next stop is Easy Street. Whoa, everybody on board, train Easy Street. Pulling out.
Official train whistle.
Official train whistle. Well, Lucy, thank you for coming and playing that song with me. Sunya, you want to join us back up here? I'm a little nervous, folks. Oh my gosh, this is so scary. I'm terrified. Let's see.
Are you about to be looped?
I don't know. I'm living life on the edge. I'm feeling kind of. I'm actually kind of scared.
About to be thrown for a loop.
I'm going for a loop because I'm not. Okay, folks. This is it. I'm really going to do this. I'm so scared.
We're gonna make a new
Is it
theme
gonna be
song.
okay? Is it gonna be okay?
It's gonna,
Okay.
Yeah. It's gonna be what it is, Laura.
Tell me what to do.
It's gonna be what it is. All right.
Anybody else want to come up here and do this? You want to be part of it? Anybody else?
Yeah, we'll get it.
Okay.
So, yeah. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna lay down something, and then let's make like a Laura Shepherd Show remix.
Oh, how do we do that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, I'm thinking. It'd be kind of cool to capture some recording of the mandolin in there. But I think we should start with the beat first, and then we'll just layer it.
Okay, I'm scared. I don't
Okay.
even know if I can play to a beat.
You got this.
I'm terrified.
All right. Here we go.
No, I'm serious. I'm terrified.
You know, you're not the first person to have fear of a metronome.
Okay, I have metronitis.
It's a totally valid fear. But you know how you get over that fear? You play to a metronome.
Oh, well, yeah.
No, it's all right. I got you.
Okay.
I got you on backup. All right, check. All right. Let's see. I feel like a good tempo, maybe like a 95. That feels good. All right.
95. That's good.
There we
We
go.
like it.
See, here we go. Turn up the volume
All
a
right,
little more on that.
can I talk for a second while you're doing this?
Yeah.
Just to explain to people that maybe have never seen this happen
Yeah.
before. I don't know if you can hear it because I guess it's coming out of that.
Yeah, it's kind of turned a little
Maybe
bit
we should turn that this way.
towards us. Yeah,
Turn the
That's a
speaker
good
towards
call.
us.
Okay.
Because I think that's where it just, because that's where the music is actually coming out from.
All right, great.
And we have these, I wonder if we should put a microphone nearer it. Let's do that.
Hey, we got ideas.
We got ideas. Okay, so can you all hear that shaker still going?
All right, so I'm gonna add another shaker on there. We'll make it a little louder. There you go.
And when you say you're adding it, okay, so you have one channel that's clicking away.
That's my
and
metronome.
The
Yeah.
metronome is clicking away, and then you turn on something and record a bit of shaking.
Yeah, I got 5 tracks, so I click play, and then I can add layers to each track infinitely. Yeah.
Yeah, so every time you have to come in right on time and then stop it right on time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the hard part.
No,
Okay, folks.
No,
that's what's-
but there's room for interpretation. So yeah, so with your theme song, with the Laura Shepherd Show theme song, is there like maybe like a chorusy part? Like I know you
something's
just
going to happen and it could be good that part or something
fill
else.
it's
or-
empty. Yeah, that sounds about right. All right, here we go. We're gonna build that. Something gonna happen. Something gonna happen. Woo! All right. All right. So now I got you. You're gonna say, and it could be good.
Okay.
All right. Just get into the groove of it and say it organically.
Okay, something kind of weird or something.
You got the rhythm though.
I don't know. I don't know if I do or not.
You got this. And it could be good.
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 There we go. Get a little
And it
closer.
could be good. And it 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 could be good. Could be good. And it could be good. And it could be good. 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 Could be good.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, here we go. Here we go. Gonna turn it on.
Something's gonna happen and it could be good.
So that's where it starts. Here we go.
All right, so you can also distort, like I said,
Oh,
could
yeah.
be good, and you made it go ba 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 like that.
Yeah.
Oh God!
And
you
I
have the
saw
power.
you. You were getting into
I was
it.
getting into it.
You're getting into it.
I was. Whew,
All right.
I got over my fear, folks.
Yeah,
You do it too.
We dipped it. So yeah, now we got you. Can I get you to come a little closer here? Sure. All right, great. So we'll do like 4 bars for you. Great. Yeah. And I'll put a start anytime. Yeah, I'll put a little reverb on you. Yeah. Yeah. All right, I'll layer something over that. Yeah. Yeah. And it could be good. We'll lay something on that. Here we go. You got a good, could be good in there? All right. All right. Well, I'm ready for you. If you want to say something in the mic, yeah. Whenever you're ready.
Could be good.
That's it. A little bit closer, a little bit closer.
Could be good.
All right, now we'll add a little bit of something in here, okay? It could be good. It could be good. Where'd that go? Oh, that's what it was. All right. This is fun, right, guys? This is fun. You start doing it, and you're like, wait, this is kind of cool.
And we can do this.
All right, there we go. Got another little flute part? Yeah, we did. Can I do a little together for that?
So much fun. I bet you could sit around all day doing that.
That sounds like that.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
Wow. That is so exciting. Okay, we're wrapping. We're getting towards the end of the show, but you know what? I wanted to sing today is that song, "The Stand." Will you sing that with me? And you might as well just
I'll
hang out.
I'll hang.
You just join in however
I got a
you
shaker.
fit. You shake. All right, folks. Well, it's the 4th of July. Oh, this is a little baby papaya tree, and this is my gift to you. You
Wow.
can share it or do whatever, and then
This is one of these.
yeah.
Ooh,
And I mean, you know,
they get tall.
It's just I give away plants. I don't know how that's going to serve you, but
I have just a spot for it.
oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
good,
yeah.
perfect. And if not, you can send it on to someone else. And we're gonna do. Well, it is the 4th of July, so so we're gonna end the show with this song, and this song is called "The Stand." Is there anything anybody needs to say before we do this? It's in A if that cares about it, I think.
Free your mind.
Free your mind. Free your mind. Yeah, Yeah, is there anything that either of you all would like to say? Share with the group?
There's a concert a week from today at the Gulfport Casino. And it's a free concert. It's the Gulfport Concert Band.
Gulfport Concert Band.
I am playing not flute, but tenor saxophone in the
Ooh.
band. And it's about 40 people, I think, now. But, we have tubas and trombones and clarinets and trumpets and all that.
You've been looking for Tuba Shorty
It's an experience.
and Trombone
It's,
Tolly. They're both there.
I think it's at 3 o'clock, 3 to 4:30, something like that. Just an event
And is it
at the Gulfport Casino.
at the Gulfport Casino, which is reopened for business? And is it free of charge?
Free of charge.
Free of charge.
Wow.
Is it air conditioned?
Yes, air conditioned
Okay.
comfort.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great.
That's it.
It's amazing
So-
that we have all that time. I mean, we have all that in our community. We are so lucky.
We
All
are.
right, here we go. There we go. It ain't easy and it ain't right, but sometimes a little guy, he's got to stand to fight. Well, I'm not going down and I'm not going to drown. Well, I'll jump in the river and swim. I might have to hold my nose. I'm not going down and I'm not going to drown. In fact, you're going to see me win. Yeah, you're going to see me win. But now you know I don't fight, but what you're doing is just not right. You might be big and you might be tough, but your hand I will call. And you'll get mad and you'll play rough, but I will see you fall. I will see you fall. From where I stand, I can see all the ways you're cheating me. But do you even sleep at night? I know when it's a sin. If I don't stand to say what's right, I've let the devil in. I'm letting the devil in. 'Cause it ain't easy and it ain't right, but sometimes a little guy gotta stand to fight. I'm not going down, I'm not going to drown. I'll jump in the river and swim. I'm not going down, I'm not going to drown. You're going to see me win. You're going to see me win. Well, you know the fastest way to hell is you know a truth, but you don't tell. And it's not all right to hide behind the fact that you are small. We're all small. You stand up tall and you will find someone to heed your call. The Lord heeds your call. 'Cause it ain't easy and it ain't right, but sometimes a little guy's gotta stand and fight. I'm not going down, I'm not gonna drown. I'll jump in the river and swim. I'm not going down, I'm not gonna drown. You're gonna see me win. You're gonna see me win. Sometimes, folks, you just gotta stand up for what you believe is right. 'Cause it ain't easy and it ain't right, but sometimes a little guy's gotta stand and fight. I'm not going down and I'm not gonna drown. I'll jump in the river and swim. I'm not going down, I'm not gonna drown. Or you're gonna see me win. You're gonna see me win. Power to the peaceful, peaceful power to the people. Hey folks, if you want to support the show, please do. Give me some money, become a patron. That is my goal. Is there something somebody needs to say to the...
Well, first of all, Anthony Jacqueline said heart, 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 heart.
Oh,
And yes,
Heart.
probably to Michael Allen, who said you can
yes.
sprout the seed.
Can you sprout the seeds? Yes.
Marley or Marl,
Yeah.
it says heart somehow have reception in the woods. Glad to catch you.
Yay.
And then
Excellent.
She said, love the new cut, Lucy. Hugs all
Love the new cut, Lucy. Yay. All right. Somebody notices
Linda Cavey for that.
All right, so there it is. Please support somebody doing something. I think we're done for the day. The next show will be on the 20th, and I'm not sure from where. You're going to have to wait and see on that one because I don't know where I'll be.
Undisclosed location.
Undisclosed location. Bye. Oh, you don't know how to do it. Hit finish. There's a word down there that says finish. We have a new camera person.